Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Like I said, I have some top tens to do or redo, as this one is. So many moons ago, I did my favorites in horror: top 10 80s, top 10 90s, 2000s, and 2010s. Those videos are now very outdated. I actually watched all four of them, and I was so surprised how outdated they are. So even in how much I like some of these movies now more than I did back then. So, my original, this is my top 10 80s horror movies. My original list. This is my original list from back to 4 years ago or so. 4 or 5 years ago now. 2020 or whatever I did them. My number 10 was Society. That was when around the time I had just watched the movie. And I like it even more than I did now. Did then. Pet Cemetery was number 9. Number 8 is The Shining. Do you want to get sued? The Shining. 7 is Hellraiser. Number 6 is The Fly. Submit. Number 5 was Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Number 4 was The Lost Boys. Number 3. You remember this is back then when I didn't have the rule of no sequels or anything. So I had Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Number 2 was Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors. And number 1, of course, was Child's Play. That list has changed phenomenally since then. Yes, very much. I feel like the 80s and 90s ones are the ones that's changed the most, I think. But now on to the current list that I have. I had to make a little change to it just before I started filming. Thank you to Cody at least for reminding me a movie existed by putting out a review for this movie. And that's actually my number 10 on this list. And that is The Gate. It's The Gate. Slip off. Whether it's Blu-ray, Steelbook, or whatever. The Gate. Yes, absolutely. You've never seen The Gate. They made a sequel. I think this was a honorable mention of movies that didn't need a sequel, you know. But The Gate, what it is two friends find this orb in the backyard, and it turns out this is start to a ritual in which the gates to hell are going to open in the backyard. And these two knuckleheads and one of the kids' sister, I just realized the big monster in the background there. It's pretty cool. It's a full thing. You've been bad. It's just a lot of stop motion. And I always say this. I'm a big defender of stop motion because people are like, oh, stop motion is so out of date. No, it's not. Stop motion can never be out of date because it doesn't change the way it looks. Stop motion will always look the same no matter what movie it's in, which is why it will be timeless. Unlike CGI, where you put it in any movie, it can always look different, whether it's cheaper or more expensive. It'll look better if it's more expensive, but worse if it's cheaper. Stop motion will always look the same. So, and yeah. So, yeah, we got a new one. I actually need to compare. Let me take that page out of here, actually. So I can compare that change. There's actually 5 movies that were taken out of this list. You weren't supposed... Whatever. They were supposed to tear off the thing like that. Of course. So right away, movie that wasn't even on the list before, right? Okay, put the number 9. This movie went down on the list only by 1 though, and that's The Shining. Do you want to get sued? I have the DVD right here, actually. The Jack. Here's Johnny. That one, and then the. I like the lenticular there. Too bad Walmart doesn't care. This bend, and that you see it. See the bend? That's not for me. This is the way they sold it at Walmart, and this is like the last copy. So, yeah. The Shining. Classic film. Stephen King notoriously did not like this movie because this is a very basic steelbook, but if you open the... Because you got him on this side. No, you don't. You get the axe. Never mind. You get the axe going through the door, but then it's going through the door on this side. Wendy! Darling! I'm not gonna hurt ya. I just wanna bash your brains in. Fantastic. And I know people say, I know Stephen King commented, oh, Jack Nicholson is not subtle enough to play this role because you never trust that he's a normal person. He does. To defend Jack, not that I need to, he's an Oscar winner, he's a legendary actor, but he is a little more subtle towards the beginning of the movie than he is towards the end of the movie. He may not look like it, but he is more subdued, right? And it works. And this is... Alright, so now, next we have number 8, From Beyond, Stuart Gordon's first appearance on this. Yes, you could tell that list was made before I saw this movie. I love this movie, man. I'm into the body horror stuff, which is why I liked Brain Dead or Dead Alive. But this is a special effects masterpiece, in my opinion. You know, it's low on the list, but yeah. This is one that goes balls to the walls with the special effects. From the beginning, there's something going on. And Pretorius comes back, he's all changed, and you got the scene with Barbara Crampton in the lingerie. Ken Foree's running around in his drawers. You know? But, and then the ending, just with her going nuts, right? And you gotta mention the man, Jeffrey Combs. He's really good in this. Although it's not credited up here, you just have Dennis Paoli, we're that producer, I guess. Stuart Gordon, also he's the director, and Brian Hughes is the producer. But like, yeah. So, moving up from number 10, now at number 7, is Society. I wanted to put this higher on the list, but I just couldn't. I love this movie. What I love about it, it's very subtle in what it's doing. Like, this isn't even the actual cover of the thing. It's this one, which is less subtle. Which is more subtle than that one, but not, you know. Is that supposed to be Ferguson? Is that what that's supposed to be? It's not Billy, is it? Guessing that's supposed to be Ferguson. But anyway, Society. It's a slow burn, but if you can make it to the end of the movie, it's well worth it, because that's where everything... It's one of those things. I think I compared it in my review where there's more going on in Dead Alive throughout the movie than there is here. But this is more of a slow burn where, like, what is really going on? And you get to the shunting, and that's when everything... The shunt hits the fan, as they say. And, yeah. This is the movie... Even though I'd seen Reanimator and From Beyond, this is the one where I'm in on body horror. I love the mutilation in horror movies, you know, bodies and. You know. All right, this one was also on the other list at number 5, and it went down by 1 to number 6. The killer clowns from outer space. A killer clown. I love this movie. Okay, I do. I showed this to my son. He had fun with it. Dun, 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 dun. Just like everything in this movie, right? It's 80's coming. It's coming around again. This came out in 88. You already had it 2 years ago, but yeah, just like the effects in this, they're not like the Kyoto brothers are horror masters up there with Tom Savini, and they're very good. And you have the clown get up. Mooney? Is that what his character in here? Whatever his name is here. Killer clowns from outer space. Huh? You're gonna have to get around Sheriff Mooney, so fuck you! Or whatever he does. But he goes from that goofiness to the next scene when, his name's not Bill, what is his name? Dave. We're here for you, Dave. You're not gonna make it. Just like, yeah, the whole thing, like, it's just such a fantastic film. I love it. The main character's name is Mike Tobacco. I told my son that, he's like, what? I'm like, yeah. Number 5, down by 1. Cry, little sister, shall not walk on, go to your brother. They're hanging off the thing. That's what that is. And another fantastic horror film. I think, my favorite vampire film. Well, at least of the 80's. What the hell? I need to make some adjustments to my 90's list. I don't even have that. What? I don't even have it on this list. I don't? Why not? Okay, I'm gonna have to adjust this list. Anyway. The Lost Boys. Vampire film. Corey Feldman with vampire hunters. Death by Stereo. I also love it. Corey Haim's little smiles every once and again in the movie, and I'm never sure if he was supposed to smile in that scene or he just broke and they liked it, and Joe Schumacher liked it so much he just kept it in because like Death by Stereo. Like you just do that smile. What he does, like, yeah, you're a vampire, Michael. You're a goddamn blood-sucking, shit-spewing vampire. You wait till Mom finds out about this. And I don't know how many times back in the day, like I'm watching this, and I live at my. I think I had the first one at least. I swear I took a bath and I did the I ain't got a man. Ain't got his own. Just that whole thing. I had no bubbles. But like, that and the Drake and Josh, I'm shaving in the bathtub. Say what? Shaving in the bathtub. I used to just take like soap and just make it. Or just a little bit of the shampoo, make bubbles, Because then I had bubbles. But yeah. So, The Lost Boys was originally number 4, but now number 4 here has changed. It went down some. Do you want to party? My favorite zombie. Well, I guess you can count the next one a zombie film, but one of my favorite zombie films. Return of the Living Dead. Trash is getting naked again. Do you want to keep this job? But boy, do you like this job? My job? You like your job? My job. You ever think about death? A bunch of old men just ripping me apart. What the hell? It's a death. Your delicious brains. Send more paramedics. Just what can I say about this movie? I love this movie. Not a fan of the first sequel. I like 3. And the other 2 I can live without, but 4 is fine, I think. But 5 has the same cast, but then this. Come on, man. Come on. One of the best zombie movies ever made. I didn't have any Romero's on here. I guess Day of the Dead could be an honorable mention. We'll get to it. But, I don't know. There was so many I had to go through for this. Number 3 which was not on the other list. But it's Reanimator. Jeffrey Combs is back on the list again. Reanimator, my favorite Stuart Gordon movie. I guess I never registered this as a zombie film. They're reanimated. They're not really zombie, but zombies are reanimated. I don't know. But yeah, he's just trying to extend life, and that comes with issues, I guess. And yeah, you got the head giving head scene. Yeah, and the alternate cover there. Again, there you go. I love this movie. 40 years old, this movie now. 1985. I watched this so many times, man. This is one of those movies that the first time I watched it, I found out about this movie from Dead Meat. I'm like, well, I have to find it. I found it on Tubi. It's just one of those that I watched it on Tubi and I had to get it. Not right away, but it was one of those where like, I just have to find a copy of this. So, yeah. Number 2. Knocked down from the original list. At number 2 now is my personal favorite movie of all time. Child's Play. Well, if it's your favorite movie of all time, then why is it number 1? Because there's one movie that is objectively better than this. Technically, I could put Reanimator as objectively better than this too. Because that and my number 1 are, in my opinion, the only two movies who are objectively better than John Carpenter's Halloween. But I love this movie so much. I grew up with it. Chucky was my childhood. It's one of the only things in horror that I grew up with. Didn't see the sequels. Saw Bride of Chucky in '99 when it came to cable. And I saw Seed of Chucky on a DVD. And then I watched part of Child's Play 3 and got scared back in the day. But ended up binging through the series. And I'm a fan. One of my favorite franchises. Ade Due Dumbledore. Before we get to number 1, I have some honorable mentions. Honorable. Are you trying to say honorable? Honorable? So honorable mentions. You go Fright Night. They Fly, which was my original number 10 for this list. It got bumped out this altogether because I had to put friggin' The Gate on here. Slumber Party and Massacre. Even though I prefer the sequel, I do like this one too. Nice little exploitation horror film there. House. Right? The Burning, which I was kind of bummed I couldn't put on the list, but you know, it's not cranberry sauce, Artie. It's not cranberry sauce. Throw me. I got some good news and some bad news for you, girls. The good news is your dates are here. What's the bad news? They're dead. And Sleepaway Camp. She's a carpenter's dream. Stiff as a board and in need of a screw. I didn't even say that with a straight face. Ugh. And number 1, you probably already know what it is by now. John Carpenter's The Thing. Yes, the only movie to beat John Carpenter's classic film is another John Carpenter film. It's The Thing. And what can I say about this movie? It's another one. You could call this body horror. You could, because that's what it is. Like melting and heads falling off, burning, everything. What can I say? This is a masterpiece. I have said, that's why this gets number 1. But it's not my personal favorite. It is objectively the greatest horror movie ever made. And you'd be hard pressed to find any horror fan that would disagree with you. disagree with me on that. Right? It's not my personal favorite for nostalgia reasons, but I love this movie, and I can't wait to one day show my son. Because there's no nudity in this, and he doesn't care about language. His mother swears worse than that. He hears worse around my mother too. And then like gore. Mother. So there it is. Yes. So it appears I have to amend my 90s list. I forgot to write it down. What was it? Oh, shit. Anyway, what are your top 10 80s horror movies? Don't so much like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.